Hi, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Danny the Cat, and welcome back to my channel where I play video games, tabletop games, and anything else I can get my hands on. And trust me, I want to get a lot of my hands onto many different things in the future. This is episode 3 of Jade Empire. We are playing this character at the current moment. And trust me, this is not going to be our first and only playthrough of the game. I'll probably play it a lot of times. But however, the village is being under attack. We got Dawnstar with us. And, well, I think it's close to time to bring back to the game. But first, if you like what you see, hit that like, hit that subscribe, help my channel grow to a better place, so that way I can do more for you, more for the game, more for this channel. I want to do a lot of things, and I hope that my channel can grow to the point where I can take my channel and do stuff that I've always dreamt about. For instance, I've always dreamt about using my channel as an opportunity to help other people in need, or be able to teach certain people how to do certain things and admire the artistry, the beauty of each one of these games. Nevertheless, without further ado, let's get into the game, shall we? Gotta go to the game screen, gotta change this game screen. You're gonna see it fade away. Ah! Hey, look at that. Right there, that's the money maker. There is one problem though. We need my dice tray back. Yes! There we go. Because we're making full-on decisions based upon the dice itself. You know, like D&D, but a lot harder. But let's go save some people, shall we? I'm running. Saving the game even though I don't want to. I'm running. Hey, look at that. Got 95 silver right there. 22 silver right there. Hey, that's what I call a lucky bout.
Yet another village with no purpose. I will replenish our supplies and continue my search elsewhere. You will all, of course, have to die.
That guy just stood there and took it.
1,000 cuts. Cannon fire, look out! 1,000 cuts.
Like,
Die quiet!
they just coming out of nowhere. And minions. There you go, true minions.
What are you? Your skills are more than this tiny village warrants. But I also see something strange, an oddity. You could be an anomaly or a sign of who I seek. A further test is needed. These mercenaries are not the only threat I command. Let us see you contend with this.
up. Hmm. Let down your guard and you get punched.
Impressive. Clearly, I have been too dismissive in my search. This village will be torn asunder. Whatever you are hiding, I will have it.
The master is on his way. He will do what he
I
can.
have seen enough of your skills. You will die now, so I am not troubled later.
You! Well fought, my student, but I cannot risk you against a foe like this yet.
So blatant. We never thought to look in so humble a place. We expected an army. Your strategy, as always, is impeccable.
Your search is over, assassin, but no one will hear of your success.
Oh yeah, that hurt. He felt that ground for sure.
It would seem that my past is catching up to me, and you are destined to be swept along. You have faced your first spirit opponents far sooner than I intended. Dawnstar can explain the nature of such creatures. I must go and make sure everything is in place. I thought I had more time, but perhaps you are ready.
That is weird. Like the game is glitching. Alright, so the first one is thank you for your assistance, Master Lee. Why did you step in? I could have fought him. Oh, before we get in, if this is your first video into my videos here, the way that I choose is through dice. And since there's only two choices, we're going to use a D4 die, and odds will be the first one, evens will be the second. We're rolling right now. And it's an even.
You would have fought, and you would have died. You are not ready, but you soon will be. There is no choice left to us. I will explain at the school. You have done well, but more than this awaits you. See to your fellow villagers and students, and return to me at the school. We have a great deal to discuss.
Alright, let's go ahead and level up. So we got body, we got spirit, we got mind. Of course, body equals into health. I have 130 and I only have 65. Yeah. Spirit, I have 140, and mind, I got 167, which is brilliant. So let's level up, shall we? Well, I do want a little bit more body. In fact, I'm not worried about spirit, but only because I am the type of person. I'm going to do body today. I'm going to get body and mind to 10. And then get spirit to 6. All right, I got two style points. All right, let's see here. What style should we do? Those 1,000 cut style is actually my best bet. So I'm gonna increase this one first and foremost. There we go.
We fought well against those bandits, but I had no idea Master Li could command that kind of power. He destroyed that ship so easily. This is so confusing. Master Li said I could explain the nature of spirits, but these were different. That sorcerer forced them to appear like wild dogs let loose. So many spirits seem lost, as if the way to their rest is blocked. I didn't think they were dangerous, but those on the beach, I sensed madness. Time drove them mad. You disrupted them by defeating them in combat. They will not reform for a long time. I hope there is peace in that, but I don't know. So much is worrying me.
Well, we roll again. Our choices are, do you want to talk about the attack perhaps later? So, let's roll. And that's a 1. Do you want to talk about the attack?
I was worried enough when we were expecting bandits. Now it seems there are dangers we don't even know about. Master Li called that sorcerer an assassin. Assassins don't attack at random. They have very specific prey. I don't want anything to happen to this home. I've never belonged anywhere else.
Alright, so our choices are, where did you live before you came to the school? Your name is unusual. Is it a title? How this affects you doesn't matter. I have more important questions. There's 3 choices, so there's only 4 numbers on this die. If I get the number 4, that means I have to choose which one I want personally. Well, apparently the style, the world wants me to choose personally. Where did you live before you came to the school? Your name is unusual. Is it a title? I'm going to go with number 1. A.
Would it be strange of me to say I don't know? I have very little memory of my home before coming here, even though I was 3 years old when I arrived. I remember moving around a lot, never staying anywhere for long, and for some reason, the robes of that sorcerer looked familiar to me. I don't know why. I'm sure it's nothing, just the memories of childhood playing tricks. With glimpses of the spirit realm invading my thoughts, I could have seen them anywhere.
Why did you move around? How did you come here? Does your ability have any practical use? How this affects you doesn't matter. Have more important questions. So once again, we roll that lucky die, see which one fate has us to handle. And it spins for... What's the point of fate if fate just wants me to decide? I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, but it looks like I have to choose one that I personally like. Why did you move around? How did you come here?
I can't remember specific incidents, but I am used to being shunned. People are not very welcoming of those who appear to not let the dead lay peacefully. Master Li said I was brought to him by a concerned ally who received me from yet another person.
So red.
That person wanted me
truth
safe,
is, I was
but he
outside
said he
all the
couldn't
time
ensure it
today.
himself. Master
This
Li
week.
doesn't know who that guardian
Sucks.
was or what I needed protection from. He promised to look into it, but he's not had time. Your training has taken precedence. My abilities are just a curiosity. You are the center of attention here. I prefer it this way. I can just be.
Alright. Number 1 is odds. Number 2 is evens. The choices are, it is troubling to not know your past. That's all for now. Number 1.
Yes, I suppose you know something about that as well. I hope this does not sound odd, but I am glad we share that. Thanks for this talk. The events on the beach worried me, but you always improve my mood. Let's get back to what you need to do.
A new notification is available on the private messages terminal.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was my phone. The choices are, Who are the people of interest in the village? How did you help Master Li find out about the restless dead? That's all for now. So once again, 1, 2, and 3. Number 4 is something that I have to choose personally. Number 3.
I don't want to think about it too
I
much.
think I accidentally did
Manipulating
number 2.
chi has not come as
My
naturally
bad.
to me as it has to you. The things I do are different. I can see spirit shapes and hear the odd whisper. Master Li was surprised, but he has not had time to look into it further. Your training is his primary interest. Hopefully I'll find my skills useful for more than just keeping me up at night. Could we go on to something else?
Our choices are: what do you know about the spirit world? Who are the people of interest in the village? That's all for now. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Number 3.
Then we should return to Master Li so he can talk to you about this attack.
I'm so glad you and Master Li arrived when you did. My father ran to the school gate to find students to help. Did he make it?
So, oh, I'm sorry, I daydreamed right there. The choices are: I am sorry, he did not survive. I could not save him. Number 2, the weak falls as they should. He did not survive. Once again, we're leaving this up to fate. First ones are odds, second ones are evens. I hope we get an even. I mean, odd. Hey, look at that.
He didn't make it? No. Please, no. This town was his home. He shouldn't have died like this. Hopefully Master Li can give this some meaning. A sorcerer here.
Oh, you! Dawnstar, there you are. I know I haven't spoken to you in a while. I saw him again last night, and I remembered what you said. I wasn't as afraid.
I'm glad, Mrs. Zhang.
He seemed peaceful, if a bit lost. But I know it's not your fault now. I'm sorry for disturbing you and for what I said before.
Remember Zhang Jin, her son? He drowned last year after the mooring she tied let go. A sad accident. I saw his spirit and told her. She thought I was calling up ghosts. Some spirits return because of trauma, to rectify something that disturbed them in life or death. They are very focused. When the pain is gone, they find rest. At least they are supposed to. Jin's spirit told his mother the accident wasn't her fault. Now he wanders, unconnected to this world and unable to pass to the next. Troubled spirits can be set to rest for a time, but unless the greater problem is corrected, it seems all dead are destined to wander until they go mad. I'm sorry, this has been difficult. I don't want to think about how it affects specific people. I'm still not sure I should have told Mrs. Zhang about her child.
Alright, so our choices are: you were right to console her, even if she didn't want to hear it. Just walk away. Let her seek your help of her own accord. You should have charged for the service. Give it value, and they will want it. Oh. So our choices are 1, 2, and 3. And if we land on a 4, that means I have to make a choice of my own accord. Hit number 3. So 1, 2, 3. You should have charged for the service. Give it value, and they will want it.
Sometimes I wonder. People can be so shallow. I guess blame is easier to understand than chance. Come on, we should go see if the students are all right. Master Li will be waiting.
On the road again. La 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 la, road again. Old dude. I think it's here we can finally do that second part of this exercise. Let's see if it's true, as it saves for me unwillingly. Why am I running? I look so much better when I just walk. Watch this. Yep, that's right. A little bit slower. There we go. Oh, I got hit in the face.
Ah, you are back. I hope this unfortunate matter with the bandits has not caused undue stress. Some good people were lost, but many were saved. It means, however, that I must accelerate your training. These invaders discovered us by accident, but as you likely suspect, they are related to your destiny. You have trained hard and are ready. You will have a pivotal role in some great events, my student, after you return from the Spirit Cave.
I object!
Gao, what is the meaning of this intrusion?
Your pet student is not the only one who fought those outlaws. Perhaps I did not stand in their midst on the beach like a fool, but I did my part. If you spent less time coddling her, you would have many promising students instead of one.
No one is denying your skill, Gao. Cry somewhere else. I'm simply better than you. Alright, our choices are two. Either one or two, and first one's odds, the second one's evens. Let's roll the die. And what do you know? Someone wants me to make him cry.
This is not a matter that can be decided by effort, Gao. There are things at play that you do not understand.
I understand that this student has received preferential treatment, and I have suffered for it. Whatever is in this spirit cave, I am worthy of facing it too. If she is truly better than me, let her prove it. I challenge her.
You can call it a challenge, but my victory will be easy. If that is what you wish, I will accept. Once again, same things, odds and evens. Rolling that beautiful dice footage. Ooh. Number one, you can call it a challenge, but my victory will be easy. It's kind of weird
I
having
will
my
not
type of
have you
voice come out
brawling in the street.
mouth.
If this must happen, it will happen in the ring, as a proper test of your abilities. Gao, you are restricted to styles that I have taught. I know the dark tutoring your father, Gao the Greater, has imparted, but I won't have any such sorcery here.
How bold before I... Of course. How else your precious protege?
My student, I do not trust Gao to fight honorably. Consider your acts carefully. Prepare yourself, and turn when you are ready.
With this one, I am going to choose the first one only because there is a few things that I want to get done before we get into this act. So, sorry, no dice roll this time.
Remember the basics.
To hear Gao tell it, it would have been great. I understand your training is almost complete. I wonder who will replace you as our example. It certainly won't be me. I can't even imagine Master Li saying, "You must strive to be like Lin in all things," to the others. Just the opposite, more likely.
If you want Master Li to say it, don't give him a choice. be the best you can. Don't worry about following others. Walk your own path. You lack the skills and discipline to be a leader. Alright, number 3.
There's no reason to behave like that.
This from Master Lee's favorite. We can't all be blessed with such favor. Any of us could have been the best in the school if we had been Master Lee's first student.
You're right. I shouldn't underestimate your skills. You flatter yourself. Time does not excuse your clumsy strikes. Alright. Odds and evens. And it's right there.
Maybe I should spend more time training and less time worrying about where I stand in the school. How else will I be good enough to take you down one of these days? Besides, there might be bigger things to worry about. I find myself intrigued by the ghost tales that everyone's mentioning.
You know everyone around here? Is there any news? What did you think of Master Lee? Tell me what you've been hearing about ghosts. I don't think we've ever talked about you, Lin. Would you be interested in sparring? Goodbye for now. Oh my gosh, I get to use a D6. Ha ha ha. Oh, number 6. We're already on it.
Stay well. After all, how could we learn without our most senior student to guide us?
There must be fewer travelers for the bandits to prey on. They have to be desperate to attack the village.
Glad to see you're still well. By most reports, you faced down many of those bandits yourself. Impressive, senior student.
Most reports? Who disagreed? They were unskilled and easily beat. I just wish Master Lee had let me face their leader. Back to a D4. Whoa, number 3.
Now you're sounding ever so slightly like Gao. To hear Gao's side, he pushed back the bandits. But I know you dealt with the greater share of them. Of course, it was best that our master was there to deal with that sorcerer. The stories about their confrontation spread quicker than a plane's fire.
You are the hero of the moment. Gao claims that he dealt with hordes of bandits, but everyone else agrees that you turned aside their main attack. It is good that you were here. My foolish lack of attention forced Master Lee to come to my rescue, and left me with a wound that will take a few weeks to heal. Master Lee assures me I will heal in time. It's a shame, as Smiling Mountain was teasing me just yesterday with some special prize.
What sort of prize? Did he say how you could earn this reward? Alright, odds, evens, and let's begin. Oh. Did you say how you could earn this reward?
Smiling Mountain trains students in group combat, and just yesterday I managed to break your record for the number of opponents faced at once. He teased me by saying if I could go one higher, he might have a prize for me. I suppose he might make the same offer to you, if you're up to it. If I could fight, he could likely round up enough opponents for you to make a run at a new record, but I can't face anyone with this wound.
Is there anything I can do to help with your wound? I want to ask about the others at the school. What do you think about Master Lee? Do you know much about the rest of the Empire? Goodbye for now. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of them. That means I got to get out of D6. And if I land on 6, that means it's a choice that I have to make on my own accord. Number 1.
Unless you can speed up time, I'm not sure there's much that can be done. Master Lee has already tended to it. Then again, I vaguely recall a grass or herb that hastens the healing process. Someone like Old Ming might know for sure. He's quite interested in herbs.
Would this herb heal you quickly enough that you could fight again? You remember if the herb grows around here? How much would something like that cost? Where would I find Old Ming? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. That means we go back to our D4. And remember, whatever it lands on is our choice. Number 1.
I think so, though I can't remember the name. It was some kind of rare grass, I think.
Do you remember if the herb grows around here? How much would something like that cost? Where would I find Old Ming? And finally, I think I know enough about this herb. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Rolling that beautiful dice footage. And number 1 again. Good thing I'm not playing Dungeons and Dragons, otherwise I'll be screwed.
I don't think it's a common plant, no. The only person I can think of who might know for sure would be Old Ming.
Would this herb heal you quickly enough that you could fight again? How much would something like that cost? Where would I find Old Ming? I think I know enough about this herb. Alright, rolling again. Number 2. How much would something like that cost?
I'm not sure, but if you had to buy it, I'd happily pay you back for the trouble you went through. This wound will heal in time regardless, but I wouldn't complain if it knitted faster. All the quicker to return to my training.
Once again. Would this herb heal you quickly enough that you could fight again? Do you remember if the herb grows around here? Where would I find Old Ming? I think I know enough about this herb. Let's roll. Number 2.
I don't think it's a common plant, no. The only person I can think of who might know for sure would be Old Ming.
I think she's trying to tell me something here, and I can't get the grasp because my dice won't go to the one we want. Rolling again. Number 3.
When he's not hollering at students for making too much noise, he's usually down by the beach looking after the statue of Emperor Sen.
Alright, last one. Number 1. We've already did that, so I'm going to go to the only choice there is. I think I know enough about this herb.
I know you're very busy, but if you happen to have time and be passing by the beach, I'd appreciate it if you would at least ask Old Ming. If I'm lucky, he might know of an herb, and if heaven smiles upon me, he'll know where to find some. If you have to buy anything, let me know what it costs and I'll pay you back happily. It would be worth it to get back to training.
I want to ask about the others at the school. What do you think about Master Li? Do you know much about the rest of the Empire? Goodbye for now. Alright, roll that beautiful dice footage. Number 1.
I haven't talked to many of the newer students. The only one I have strong opinions about is Gao. He and I have sparred many times. He's come dangerously close to injuring me, and I've seen his aggression hurt others. I've expressed my concerns to Smiling Mountain, and he wisely advises me to focus on myself. If I let my anger get the better of me, I'm no better than Gao.
Let's go back to my other questions. Goodbye for now. And verdicts chose number 2.
Take care. Oh, and if you happen to find anything that might help this wound after you talk to Old Ming, let me know.
So, that's where I'm going to end it for today, guys. Thank you for joining me. Tune in next time as I'm going to find the herb for this beautiful young fighter. And till next time, have fun, enjoy, and remember, keep a smile on you. You never know what the life brings you. Sadness, happiness. Can't keep that smile on you. How do you expect to get a smile from anyone else? Till next time, see you around. Wait. Oh, I messed up.